Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and I was supposed to make 3 videos today, but I kind of dropped the ball, so at least I'm getting this video out. So obviously today we're going to be talking about sunroofs. So in the first part of the video, I'm going to be going over the types of sunroofs that you can get on trucks. Then I'm going to go over the positives of a sunroof, and then I'm going to get into the negatives of a sunroof, which I'm sure that's the main reason why you are all tuning into this video, so let's get right to it. Okay, so there are 2 main types of sunroofs. There is the first type, which is a traditional sunroof. So you can see that line right there. If you get rid of all the glass right there and just do that front sunroof, that is what most sunroofs are on trucks essentially, where they'll just have like just that one shade of glass that basically will slide up and over the roof. And that's most, like I said, that's most trucks, is just like a little singular sunroof. Now a lot of trucks nowadays are coming with these full panoramic roofs like what my truck has, where you have the glass in the front which moves back so you can actually open it up, and then the glass right here which is fully fixed in place. And let's pop into the inside, you can see what that looks like. And now that we're inside, you can kind of see, so if my truck didn't have a panoramic sunroof, this is all that would be able to be opened, is just this part of the sunroof essentially. So then you just have this part that opens and that's it. But since it's a panoramic, you have that part that's fixed, that yes, it doesn't open up to the air, but then it does let additional light in for the back seat. So you can kind of see it lets a whole lot more light into the cabin. And sorry, it's dark, so yeah. But anyways, singular sunroof, and then if you had glass in the back, panoramic sunroof. Okay, so now let's get into the positives, which again, I'm on top of the truck, because the first positive I'm going to go over that's kind of neutral is looks. So I actually think that sunroofs, if it is a panoramic sunroof, make a vehicle look better on the top. I know that some of you will disagree with this, so I'm going to leave this as a neutral point, that I personally think it makes a vehicle look better. I just like how it breaks things up. So instead of just being, like on my truck, instead of just being a ton of green, you've got green and then you've got this black part. I think the glass all looks really cool on the top. So that's my first positive that's also potentially a negative, is that I think it looks cool. Oh, the next thing is light. And as you can see, I've got the shade closed, so all you guys can kind of see is black. So you guys can see kind of like the whole interior, how it looks with the sunroof closed. And this would be like if you didn't have a sunroof. Now, if I just open up the shade, you can see that if you just had like a singular sunroof, just how much more light that lets the cabin have. Obviously the back seat's still kind of dark. And then if we open it up fully, obviously the shade goes back, you can see then all of the extra light that goes to the back. So that's a huge plus on sunroofs, is you get extra light on the cabin. Now the third positive, which is the last one, is going to be airflow. So obviously you can open up the sunroof and it lets extra air into the cabin, which is nice, especially like right now when it's fall. All this air can kind of come through in the cabin. And by the way, pro tip, if you open up your power rear sliding window and the sunroof, a stream of air comes through and out through the truck to the back, and it makes this like really nice breeze, and there isn't wind buffeting or anything. So pro tip, if you have a sunroof on a truck, just sunroof, power rear sliding window, nice wind flow, and yeah, you're good to go. Now the first negative we're gonna get into is cost. So obviously sunroofs do cost more, and what I see in most vehicles is they range anywhere from, you know, just under $1,000 to just over $1,000. Like the sunroof on this particular truck is almost $1,500 add-on, and I have seen them get a little bit more expensive than that, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But yes, that is the first negative of a sunroof, obviously, is it costs more money, and it helps out with resale a little bit, but it doesn't hold, like packages like sunroofs don't hold their value as much as like the entire vehicle itself. Those items on, you know, a vehicle just depreciate more readily, so it's not like you really get your money back when you invest into getting a sunroof on a vehicle. Now I've got to get to the truck with one arm because I got to film. Oop, made it. So the next negative is going to be structural rigidity. So obviously if you have a sunroof here, you can't have like reinforcing at the top of the roof, which can be an issue. So in half tons, it's really not an issue because most half tons are maxed out at 13,000 pounds towing capacity with 2-wheel drive trucks. Obviously, like this truck, for example, is just over 11,000 pounds towing capacity. And you know, in terms of that, if you are towing a trailer, it is going to put some pressure on the body of the truck, but not a whole lot. Where this comes into play is when manufacturers like Ford, for example, which offers sunroofs like this, full panoramic sunroofs on their heavy duty models, where you can tow up to, you know, 30,000+ pounds with the truck, and that's putting so much pressure on the truck. And what it causes is it causes all the seals on the sunroof to break because of all the pressure basically being pushed onto the cab of the truck, which then causes the sunroof to leak. Ram does not offer a full panoramic sunroof, and I'm not like trying to be like a Ram fanboy. You guys all know that I have a Raptor on order, so I'm completely I'm not like partial to either brand. But Ram only offers like the smaller sunroof on their heavy duties because they have a ton of reinforcing in the roof here for obviously for towing purposes, and that's why they don't offer a panoramic sunroof. But yeah, if you ever buy a heavy duty truck, do not get a panoramic sunroof because you can have leaking because of the seals breaking because of pressure. But that's a potential negative, and that actually makes me think of another negative, so let's get into that. Last negative actually has to do with opening the sunroof, and then also I'll kind of go into something else. But in the winter time, it's super hard to open the sunroof. Everything kind of freezes, and so sometimes the sunroof won't open up at all in a lot of vehicles. And then I guess the only other negative is obviously since this is another component, it's just one more thing to break on a vehicle, so it's one more thing you have to fix, which costs more money, which again goes in the first point of sunroofs being more money. That is going to sum up today's video about sunroofs. I hope that helped out all of you guys, and I hope that cleared up some stuff as well, you know, on whether you should or should not get a sunroof. I love it personally, especially if it's on a half ton. Heavy duties, you definitely have to be a little bit more careful. I would put a little bit more foresight into it if it's a panoramic sunroof. If you're not towing with a heavy duty, then panoramic sunroof, go for it. But if you are towing with a truck, I would definitely be careful with that and probably just not get it so you don't have to worry about the seals breaking and obviously the sunroof leaking. But anyways, if you're stopping for the first time, please subscribe, comment down below what you think. I'll see all of you in that next video.